Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all really well. In me scruffs again, and in this one we are looking at the second beer that Deep in RC, aka also known as Liam Goodliff, sent me. Reviewed the Downtown New York Lager yesterday. I wasn't impressed with it, to be honest, and basically because for me it wasn't a lager. It was too much IPA. So a big thank you to Liam. A big sorry to Liam. You know, it's not good when somebody sends you beer, and if you don't like it, it is harsh to come out and say. But I've got to be honest on the reviews. Didn't do it for me. It may well do it for others. I know that guy liked it. So yeah, but we're looking at the second one that he got me now, and I've got big hopes for this. Now, I'm not sure if this is one that's actually in the supermarkets. I'm pretty certain it is, but I could be wrong. So somebody comment and tell me. But it's a collaboration beer from Northern Monk and Rivington. Now, the Northern Monk part, along with Vocation a bit, they're getting a little bit sucked in by the supermarket stuff. And I think some of the quality is disappearing maybe in some of their beers that you buy from the supermarket. But they are doing a collaboration with Rivington. Now, I've had a few of their beers and they know how to brew beer, and I really do hope it's great them doing a collaboration with Northern Monk on this one. I really do hope they don't get sucked into the brewer's beer for £3, £3.50 kind of thing with supermarkets, because their standalone beers are outstanding, and I would rather pay them £5 or £6 a can than them chuck a £5 or £6 can in the supermarkets, or a £3 or £4 can in the supermarkets that Morrison's or Tesco's want to sell for £5 or £6. So yeah, like I say, collaboration, waffling on here. Northern Monk, Rivington, and we are looking at a can of the Order of the North, and it's an IPA, double dry hopped IPA, coming in at 7%. Now that's the standard sort of Northern Monk artwork. Like I say, Rivington beers I've had have been fantastic. It's a 440ml can. If it's a supermarket beer, it's probably about £3.50, £4. If it's a separate kind of one, which I'm not convinced it is, I'm certain it probably is the supermarket one. If it's one of the separate ones, it could be a totally different price. Anyway, shut up. Now, I don't have a Northern Monk glass, but I do have a Rivington brewing glass. So we are going to put that beer in this glass. Shut up and get on with it, Baz. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I can hear you. I can hear you. So let's get it cracked open. Like I say, another big thank you to Liam for this. He's a cracking lad, and I had him on me live, didn't I, when he sent me a few beers. And he told me, oh, look at that. That looks fantastic, to be fair, at the moment. That looks fantastic. Yeah, he told me he was going to send me these. He said, don't send me nothing back, but it's nice to give a little something back. And I mean, you know, all right, if somebody sends you one parcel or whatever, beer mail, you know, it's nice to accept it. But when they start sending you more, it's nice to give something back as well. So yeah, stop talking, Baz. Beer has just come out the beer fridge over there, which is at about 5 degrees, I think. But look at that. That is proper hazy. It looks proper dense. We've got about a good finger and a half of sort of, it is white. We'll call it white, but it looks like it's got a bit of a slightly hazy thing. The beer is looking chicken stock, maybe a little bit green in there. The head is sort of like, not massively compact, but there's, you know, it looks good. Anyway, it looks good. There is a little bit left in the can. Will it change once to top it up? Which I will do afterwards, because I need to leave myself a bit of space to do some of this. God, I had a big juicy note there. Let me just, it's not something I normally do. Double dry hopped IPA. It's about the only thing that was dry up here. I was able to see something saying, oh, well, you get this, you get that, and quite frankly, I can't be asked. Dive in with the nose. Oh. Do you know what? When you get a certain beer that has that little bit extra to it, you notice it. You really do. Hoppy, dank, piney. It's almost like a you can pick craft beers up and you can smell them and you kind of get all that, but it can feel a little bit light and wishy-washy on the nose. This feels like a concentrated aroma on it. It really does feel good, smell good. Mango, pineapple, that dankness is there, and there's almost a little almost like a fresh hop aroma. When it's really fresh, it has that sort of greenness about it, if you like, on the nose. And maybe that's why I'm seeing that sort of like greenness in the glass. But anyway, get the rest in, hazy as you like going in. I've got a feeling this is going to be good. Better bloody had be. Just because I don't, I don't want to be moaning about beers that somebody sent me. Once again, big thank you to Liam. Cheers, everyone. Let's get it down us. Oh, yeah. That is good. First thing that hit me is it was pillowy soft. Going through that head, and the actual liquid, the beer, is pillowy soft. I think for a 7% beer, the body is absolutely perfect. It's got weight to it, but not too heavy. It's not chewy, but it's also not light. Carbonation is minimal, but there, lots of small bubbles, I would say. We say minimal, yeah, there's not a lot in there, but it's lots of small bubbles. Gives it a beautiful soft mouthfeel. It really does comfort the mouth as you drink it. It really does. That's how nice it is. On the taste, yes, it's big tropical. For me, what I'm going to say is it's more big sort of bright fruits, I would say, is the initial taste for it for me. Orange, mango, that sort of thing. You get that sort of bright, bold fruit flavour. And behind that, you get the tropical notes. But it's not, you know, it's not behind it hidden. It's just the bolder fruits kind of take over. The bolder flavour fruits take over. And say the lighter, subtle fruits, all the tropical ones like passion fruit, pineapple, even maybe peach in there as well. They sort of sit in the background and just join in and just improve the flavour. It's a beautiful beer, that is, to be honest. That is a beautiful beer. And to be honest, I wouldn't say I've had a massive amount of craft beers lately. I started to pick a few more up sort of recently, just because I've been doing all the supermarket stuff. And the supermarket standard beers are great and they are lovely. But I tell you what, when you leave all this IPA stuff and then go back to it, yeah, I remember some of the lighter stuff, the almost boring sort of stuff. You remember that, but when you get something that stands out, it really does stand out, and it reminds you why you got into it all. To start off with on my channel, you know, I was probably a bit disrespectful to some of the old school beers because I was into craft beer, if you like, and it was all a big taste explosion. It was all exciting, and the more you have, the less you kind of enjoy it to a certain extent, or you certainly appreciate it less. And then you start going back to some of the old school beers and you really like them, and you think, bloody hell, they are good beers, and they are. They're all, you know, there's an awful lot that are really good beers, and there's probably some reviews that I've come out and I've been a little bit harsh on. Variety is what you need, but this because I'm getting into 10 minutes in here, is a banger. So I can't remember where he got it. I don't even know where he got it from. I don't think he told me. But if it is a supermarket beer, if it is, you need to pick that up. That is a banging IPA. And if it is a supermarket beer, and that's about £3.54, that is worth every fucking penny. Every penny. I'll be honest, AZ Juicy Tropical. There you go, it says on there. AZ Juicy Tropical. I've bought proper craft beer cans, if you like. Call them proper craft beer cans. I bought proper craft beer from like bottle shops off licenses that haven't been that good. So if this is a supermarket one, that is banging and that is well worth picking up. So yeah, another big thank you to Liam. A big thank you to everyone else who has watched. If you see it, pick it up. If you've had it, let me know what you think. If you've had it and liked it, pick it up again. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of your night.